Number 1 Iron Age Booty Daddy.
The Elon Musk Twitter takeover of 2022 was probably one of the best things to eat popcorn to that year. And I say that because may or may not have done that. With his announcement of going to buy Twitter and then trying to open it up and then reinstating people on the platform, opening it up for more free speech, the left absolutely lost their minds, and many people believed that Elon would be the man, the myth, the legend to save free speech on Twitter, or so some of us thought. Well, I had my skepticisms, but there are massive supporters of Elon Musk out there, and I'm going to talk about one of those guys today. That is the quarter-ringer known as Jeremy Hambly. Now, in the spirit of being a fan of Jeremy Hambly, I'm absolutely going to grift off of his Twitter. So hopefully, if you guys are also fans of the quartering, you will join me on this grift as well. But ladies and gentlemen, the censorship of Twitter has not stopped. It's simply changed forms. Now, one of the most recent accounts of the censorship on Twitter happened with the Eliza Blue situation. Now, that got into a lot of personal drama, this, that, and the other thing. Fact of the matter is, people are still nuked on the platform, not coming back, and they can't get their accounts back. They can't make new accounts. All because one e-girl who claimed to be something that she potentially isn't decided to nuke some accounts of a music video that she put out there years ago showing off her ass and her titties. Ladies and gentlemen, the censorship of Twitter is still here. Let's go over to the tweet that the quartering shared just a few hours ago. It says, hey, Elon Musk and Twitter support. Why is my account under a search suggestion ban now? I thought this stuff had stopped on Twitter. You know, and I think a lot of people were hoping that things like this were going to stop on Twitter. However, if you look at, what Elon Musk is potentially planning, he's not probably planning to do free speech on Twitter. He's probably planning on using Twitter in a specific way to integrate with different technologies that he happens to be building. Now, I find it very interesting that some of the most ardent supporters of Elon Musk out there, and people saying, they buy his Starlink, they think what he's doing is great, he is the richest meme lord on the planet, and a lot of people put a lot of faith in him. And now we are seeing that this is the second way that the quartering has been censored on Twitter in the last month. He was straight up nuked off of the platform for getting involved in the Eliza Blue situation. And then again, we see here a search suggestion ban. Search suggestion ban. That means if you're typing in a particular topic and you would like to figure out places to go, people to see, new interactions you could potentially have, the quartering will not show up in those searches, even if he's covering those topics. So ultimately, this leads us down the road of what is the idea of Elon Musk when it pertains to free speech. Is he a free speech advocate? Does he believe in a fair amount of free speech? And I say a fair amount because everybody's got their different levels of free speech that they believe in. Is he going to cut the line and walk up to it and say, I believe in the free speech that as long as you're not committing anything illegal, you're not calling for crimes, you're not essentially sharing things that you shouldn't be when it comes to bad things about children on Twitter, you can say just about anything you want. You just can't say those things. Or is Elon Musk and the people that he's hiring the type of people who go, you know what? We're just going to make it inconspicuous. We're definitely going to let you say the things that you want to say. We're not going to outright nuke you off the platform, but we may do things like this. We may continue some of the shadow bannings. We may continue some of the search suggestion bans, stipulating that, well, it's just you might not be for a particular audience. You might say some spicy things, and we do have to restrict you just a little bit. And ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken, this is what Twitter did years ago. They started little by little, and then all of a sudden they got to a grander scale. They started, well, these people, oh my gosh, they're just saying outlandish things. We saw it when it came to the nuking of Alex Jones and then various other right-wing personalities on the platform. A lot of other a lot of other social media platforms followed suit as well. You started seeing people like, Steven Crowder. He started the big adpocalypse. In fact, that whole thing that he got involved in. And now we're seeing that the quartering, although back on Twitter after the Eliza Blue situation, in which he came back with a fiery fury with the Eliza Blue files, which was just hilarious. That's some of the best stuff to watch popcorn to on the internet in the last month, I swear. But now the quartering, an ardent supporter, or he seems to be an ardent supporter of Elon Musk, seems to be banned in searches or search suggestions by the man he supports. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to see exactly what the new Twitter is going to look like. Now, obviously, Elon hasn't been around in Twitter for very long, and he probably has a team of people running it, and he's constantly asking people online, what do you want us to fix? How do you want us to proceed? If he is an honest actor, one would say that maybe this was just something that the old Twitter had in place and they haven't quite got to the code yet to change it, to adapt it, to make sure that things like this don't happen. Maybe this is something that they did review and they thought, let's leave it in place. Or the worst outcome, this is something that they actually implemented. Now, I will give a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here, stipulating that if you have the ability to go and look at your profile and see that things like this exist, maybe, just maybe, they're trying to work with people and they just haven't worked out all the kinks yet. But I don't quite know, especially after that whole Eliza Blue thing, especially after people still have not been reinstated. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that as long as speech is being centralized by multi-billionaires and massive corporations, we're still going to see this. We're still going to see it, but in a slightly different way. If the censorship was overly egregious before, maybe it's a little bit more mild this time. Maybe the shadow banning still continues, the suppression of accounts will still continue, or the search suggestion bans will still continue. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I'm such a small account on Twitter, they probably don't even know I'm even on there. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because I love reading your comments. And in fact, I dedicate a special live stream to all of you out there who come to my channel and spend time commenting and letting me know what your thoughts are. I call it Sunday Coffee at 11 a.m. Central on Sundays. So make sure that you guys drop a comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more of this, if you guys want to see more of how A Drink with Crazy is going to grow in the future. And never forget to join me, like I said, on Sundays, where we drink some coffee, we read your comments, and I get to respond to you guys, not only in the comments that you left, but also in the live chat as well. It's one of the best ways that I can engage with my community, and I hope to see you a part of my community in the future. So thank you all so much, and until next time, cheers, everybody. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. Never forget, if you would like to be a part of my supporter live streams, head over to my Gilded or my Locals, links down in the description, and you guys can join me for those live streams every single Wednesday. But right now, I would love to say thank you to everybody who is supporting me. Over on Locals, we've got Little Andean, Sword Rush, Frequency Studios, Katie Francis, Kikomon, Iron Age Media. We also have over on the Gilded, JP, the Myriasphere Origins, Skunk's Workshop in the Gold tier. He is an Iron Age Booty Daddy. Trippy Soul, also another Iron Age Booty Daddy. Kikomon, and Frequency Studios to round all of it up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here on the channel, and I will see you all in the supporter live streams.